Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is day 2 of our mini s'more release, and I have a surprise video. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's brand new Gnome dies S'more Add Ons, the S'more Stencil that's brand new, Campfire and S'Mores stamp set and outlines that are new, our Gnome dies, our stitched oval dies, our hot Cocoa and Marshmallows stamp set, and I went ahead and assembled these on the Gnome dies S'more Add Ons assembly video. Check that out. And then I also am using Doodlebug's gingham linen. So first of all, I took the background that I made using Deco Foil, what's it called? Deco Foil Transfer Gel Duo and the Maker Fort Deco Foil Snow Days foil. And you can see me do that on the mini release and review. So you can check that out. So what I did was I have a piece of paper tray craft cardstock that I did the background on. I cut that to just 1/8 of an inch smaller than an A2 size card base. Then I used the largest oval die to cut an oval out of the center. Then I took paper tray ink cardstock in dark chocolate, and I lined it up and used the next size down, or the second largest oval, and cut an oval out of that. And now I am sort of making like a spotlight. You'll see that I decided to use that kind of aqua colored gingham linen from Doodlebug's Rainbow Petite Prints in the little cutout area. So there we go. I'm just going to, and of course I wasn't perfect at doing this, so I'm just going to, cut off any overhang that I have. There we go. And it's just, I love using this Deco Foil Snow Day for the marshmallow. It looks perfect on that background. Okay, so now I'm lining up on an A2 size card base that I made out of paper tray ink dark chocolate cardstock, 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches with my Martha Stewart scoreboard and my Teflon bone folder. Oops. There we go. Now, I went ahead and I stamped out this sentiment. That is from that Campfire S'Mores stamp set onto Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock with VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. And I kind of messed up the first one, so I stamped it again. There we go. All my die cutting today was done with my Gemini. So I'm lining that up. So I have 2 layers, and I stuck them together using my Barely Art glue. Now I'm taking my Fiskars trimmer, and I trimmed 1 1.5 inches of the S'more stencil, and then 1 3/4 inches of that gingham linen. So now I am adding a 4 by 5.25 inch piece of Nina Solar White to the inside of the card, just to give you somewhere to write. There we go. And then I will add that 1 3/4 inch strip with that nice aqua. Aqua goes great with brown. It just does. So that's why I chose the aqua. And I'm using my ATG tape to stick that down. I love this stencil. It just is so pretty. Remember, check me, making it or using it on the release and review for the mini s'mores release. There, and I'm just trimming off the overhang with a pair of scissors. You see, I'm working actually on my cutting mat today. I'm not sure if you prefer this to the white background. You'll have to let me know. Okay, so now I'm pulling out my my Misty. And I'm going to stamp a sentiment on the inside. And this is going to be from that hot Cocoa and Marshmallows stamp set, because I thought it was perfect, right? There we go. I'm going to use the sentiment, Life Needs More Chocolate and Marshmallows, which I thought was perfect for this card, right? On the outside, it says Happy Birthday and Many S'more. So kind of punny. Just perfect. So now I'm lining it up. I'm using actually the Simon Says Stamp acetate kind of grid. And I just kind of wanted to get that writing straight. And now I'm using VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, and I'm going to stamp directly on the inside of the card. So on the lower right-hand corner, just where the white paper is. And I will stamp that twice. Remember, don't push too hard. You're better off to stamp a couple of times and press lightly. That way you don't squash your sentiment. There we go. And now I'm going to put together the rest of the card. So I'm just sticking down the sentiment right centered over that oval. And I used Barely Art glue along with my ATG tape. And isn't that adorable? On that beard, I used Close to My Heart's White Daisy ink, which is like just a white pigment ink to give it a little bit of definition. The skin tones are P13 Stamping Pad skin tones, and you can get that from Jaded Blossom. I used an R20 marker on the little tongue on that cute little marshmallow, paper tray ink, craft cardstock, dark chocolate cardstock, and white cardstock, and black cardstock, and smoky shadow. Whew, a lot of stuff from paper tray ink. So now I did use Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, and I'm popping up my little gnome using my reverse tweezers. And now I am pulling out little tiny squares. These are from scrapbook adhesives. They're a little bit lower in height than the Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. That's why I chose to use those. And I'm just going to pop up this little happy marshmallow in his hands. Isn't that cute? I just think he's adorable, right? There we go. So now I'm pulling out Jaded Blossom's Fancy Heart die and their banner dies. And I use these a lot for the hearts. So I use cut out dark chocolate cardstock from paper tray ink. And I'm going to pop up those little hearts using those scrapbook adhesive foam squares. And so I have 3 in the upper left corner and 2 in the lower right. Visual triangles and all that stuff, odd numbers are always your friend on card fronts. And I just think it looks super cute. And it was a super easy card. Well, especially because I already had my gnome and my marshmallow put together, right? So it makes it, and of course the background done like that. Background turned out fabulous, I think. I really love that new stencil from Jaded Blossom. That S'more stencil is amazing. And especially when you use that, the Maker Fort Snow Day deco foil. Oh, it looks fabulous, just fabulous. There we go. Isn't that cute? And there's the inside. I'm going to add a little heart to the inside because why not, right? I think it's kind of fun with that Barely Art glue. And I'll put that kind of right in with the sentiment. And isn't that cute? So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to get shopping and get your hands on this amazing little release. It is super cute, super fun to use. And, who doesn't like some chocolate and marshmallows, right? Some s'mores. I don't know anybody that doesn't like s'mores. They're highly suspicious if they don't like s'mores. Anyways, have a great one. And we will see you soon in my next video. Bye, everybody.